Hello, today I'm doing a market report for Versailles in Wellington, Florida, brought to you by Mark Baker CDPE and buyingpalmbeachhomes.com. Today in this video, I'm going to cover the current market and the type of listings on the market, the current market prices for the homes in Versailles. I'm also going to include the metrics on the 90-day sold properties, including property type and financing terms. Let's look at the current market. Currently, there's 32 properties on the market in Versailles and Wellington, Florida. 3 properties are under contract mark contingent, and then we have another 4 properties that are under contract mark pending. Now, I often get the question, what's the difference between the two? And it's this: if the property's on their contract mark contingent, there's still contingencies left in the contract that need to be fulfilled. Common types are financing and inspections, and once those have been completed, it should move pending. So pending's a little further along in the sales process, and that leaves 25 properties that are currently available for purchase in Versailles and Wellington, Florida. And for the current market, we have 19 traditional sales, 1 short sale, and 5 corporate owned. Now, I've been following this community for quite some time, and I think it bottomed out in '09 based on all the numbers. And this is the sign of a very healthy community when you see this many traditional sales, very little short sales, and the REO corporates are just going to work their way through the sales process. And let's look at the prices of the homes in Versailles. On the low end, we have 439,000 for a 5.4 with a little over 3,900 square feet, and on the high end, 1.5 million for 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, and then the median price sits around almost $585,000. Let's look at the sold properties. In the last 3 months or 90 days, 8 properties have sold. Now, the average sales price of those 8 properties was $546,000. And then we have an average sales price per square foot of $141. And the range of the average price per square foot was, from on the low end of 130 to a high end of 162. Now, I give you this range so you can understand the market dynamics going on with the foreclosures in this community. They have a lot of deferred maintenance, and you would expect, and what you do see in the numbers, and the numbers bear this out, the lower the price per square foot are all the bank foreclosures because of the deferred maintenance, and then the traditional sales, all the properties have been kept up and the owners are still in there, they tend to go to the higher price per square foot. So when you're making an offer on a property or thinking about listing your home in Versailles, that's something you're going to have to take into account on that price per square foot range. And then the average days on the market was 109. And here you see the bank foreclosures. They're a lot less as far as the days on market, the average days on market. Typically, the bank wants to hold it on the market for 10 days to collect the bids, then make a decision, and then normally like 30 days to 45 days for closing, depending on the financing terms. And on the other hand, the traditional sales tend to last a little bit longer because they're asking a premium, and they can in this market, and as they should. The properties are in better condition than the bank foreclosures, obviously, because of the deferred maintenance. Now let's look at the sold property types. There have been no short sales in the last 90 days. We have 6 traditional sales and then 2 bank or REO corporate owned properties that have sold within the last 90 days. And the financing terms of those 8 sold properties, 4 have been cash, 3 have been conventional, which is normally a 20% or more down payment, no FHA and VA, and then 1 seller financing. Now, understanding the financing terms within a community, I think, is very important. You need to know what kind of offers you're going up against, and with 50% of the deals closing in cash, you can rest assured that in most properties, they're going to have some kind of cash offer, albeit probably below the current market price, unless there's a property in there that the banks, purposely undercut the market and really trying to drum up the competition. Out of the 8 properties, I believe only 1 sold above its asking price, and it was a bank foreclosure, and it sold way above. They priced it really low. There was a lot of competition, but the traditional sales, probably about 97% sold the list price. So a 3% discount to the current list price is another way to look at it. And understand these financing terms will help you understand the market in general, especially if you're coming in and you're an FHA, VA buyer. This community would be very difficult to get a home in if you have that type of financing. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Versailles, let me help you buy or sell your home in Versailles. I have extensive knowledge of the homes within Versailles. I have a ton of video tours of most models, and then I only work with the experienced agents. Thank you for watching this market report for Versailles in Wellington, Florida. You can contact me at 561-768-7968, or you can visit me online at buyingpalmbeachhomes.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.